There we go. I believe we are live. Oh, I got a notification. Hello, hello.
Hello?
Okay, we're good.
Hello?
Oh, I got a notification. Ooh, turn that. Okay. Yo, Chaos Theory. Daylight. Oh, did I not invite you, Daylight? Yeah, one sec. I'll send you one. Oh, are you not, Daylight, are you not in the Discord? I thought you were. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll drop a link to the Discord in the, Oh, yeah, you're there. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Boom, you're invited. Okay. Peggy Jackson, Chaos Theory, Christine Covey. Yeah. All right. You guys ready to jump into this? We're doing like a Zoom Court's greatest hits. It's going to be fun.
Okay, let's go.
Anything for a laugh after the weekend.
Yeah.
Date and time set for sentencing.
Do I need a bathing suit?
22209.
Eh?
Do I need a bathing suit?
To hop in? Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Because you're going to be just pissing yourself in laughter. Meg's here and Daylight's here. All right, now it's a party.
Hey.
What up? How's everybody's day? What's going on? Did you have a nice Friday?
I couldn't find a good clip for anything.
Yeah. Same. All right, let's hop into it, shall we?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Caleb Wagner on behalf of the state.
Christine's fishing. Nice.
No, come on out. This is the date and time set for sentencing. The record show the presence of the defendant. Our advisory counsel is here.
What, for that
Mr.
little
Wagner,
guy?
are you appearing before the state?
Yes.
It did seem like a little excessive on the security, right? It's a lot of people for... Who knows? Maybe the black belt, you know?
This is the time set.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Excuse me, how you doing?
No, I'm
He's like dynamite.
Okay.
Small packages.
Is your true name and your complete
You have a
name
hair
Shana
bun?
Marie Blackshire?
The court lacked
I think
jurisdiction
that
over
is
the
a hair
subject matter.
bun.
What is your date of birth?
The court lacked jurisdiction over the subject matter.
The court will accept the,
Oh,
well,
boy.
the court,
Oh,
based upon
boy, here we go.
a verdict by the guilty in this case.
The court lacked jurisdiction over
As a
personal
result,
addiction.
As a result of a jury trial, the court finds the
Prosecutor
defendant
looks like
is
a
guilty
go
in
boy.
CR 22209. Count
I don't
one,
think he got
unlawful
enough
flight from a
tips
law
for
enforcement
people.
vehicle, a class 5 felony.
That
This is in
prosecutor looks like he's been enjoying those 11 herbs and spices a little too much.
Girl Scout cookies.
I think she's a woman. It says wild citizen, sovereign citizen Karen, so I believe it's a woman.
Oh,
That's a woman.
Brendan is a Karen's girl. I think we hit the trifecta.
Violation of
Wait a minute. The guy with the tie is a woman?
No.
No.
No, the prisoner is a woman. The bun, that's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, can't see her very well.
4C.
You guys are assuming pronouns, so.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeesh.
Yes, I can. ARS 28
I haven't woken up
622.
yet.
ARS 28 622.01 A1, 28 624C, 28-3001, 28-3304.
Oh, she's already getting belligerent. Here we go.
28-3305, 28-3315.
Yeah, she's off to a pretty banging start here. You know, it's like listing off the codes, and we've already hit like 2 boxes on the bingo card. You know, jurisdiction, resisting arrest. It's gonna be a good one. 13-701, 702.
They should just bring her in on the chair.
The date of the offense was on or about February 5th, 2022. The offense is non-dangerous, and I'm finding it non-repetitive for reasons I'll state on the record. Count three, that she is guilty of count 3, criminal damage, a class 1 misdemeanor. It's in violation of ARS 13-1602A1, 13-1601, 13-707, 13-802. And she's also guilty of count 4, burglary in the second degree. This is a class 3 felony in violation of ARS 13-1507A, 13-1501, 701, and 702, and 13-801. The date of the offense was on or about February 5th, 2022. Judgment of the court that she's guilty of count 5, resisting arrest, a class 6 felony in violation of ARS 13-2508, A1, 13-701, 702, and 13-801. The date of the offense was on or about February 5th,
They threw the book at her. I'll bet they could have
2020.
plea bargained this thing down.
Yeah,
So
they don't seem-
I have a clip of her from, I guess, before this
Ooh.
that I sent to Mike, and I think Mike ran it, where the judge is going back and forth with, I think, the prosecutor and someone from the jail talking about whether they can make her, like, physically bring her over because she was so combative and the jail wouldn't do it, and they were making the judge, like, make that decision, and he didn't want to put that on the record because she was so out of
Dang.
control.
So she does need all the security. She's like a regular Hannibal Lecter over here.
Yeah, and they ended up canceling the hearing because she started doing this.
You
You could always put her in the chair and then zoom her in with a mute button.
Yeah.
In the Osceola County bond court, they have, it's the only one I know, but they have an actual cage similar to those that they use for primates at the primate center, and they'll put them in there and then squeeze them up next to the bars and then wheel them in out of an elevator from the back. It's Osceola County here in Florida. It's the only one I've ever
Nice.
seen, to be fair. The only one I've ever seen.
They still do that in Russia. They have the cage out there too, yeah.
Excuse me, advisor. Why is they allowed to do such things?
2022. The offenses are non-dangerous and non-repetitive. The reason I'm finding
Duct
them is
tape
the microphone
that
off.
gal.
Please? Then turn it on.
Excuse me, that's illegal. Y'all can't
All
do
right.
that.
No, that's on now. Turn
Yes,
it on.
it is, Justin.
All right. So
They brought the microphone over closer. He's like, yeah, you know what? Turn that off. Never mind. That's awesome.
the offenses are non-dangerous. I'm finding them
Why you allowing that?
I'm finding you're your own lawyer. He's not your lawyer. He's nothing can do it.
Don't do
I'm
that.
finding that they're
Don't do that.
non-repetitive because I believe that
You must know Daryl Brooks.
these cases, all of the charges in this case and in
Minnie
CR
Brooks.
2022-208, which is the prior case for which the defendant was convicted.
G. Brooks?
These cases all could
What is J9 called? Like Darnisha? It's
Yeah.
have been, all those charges could have been brought together and tried together, but they weren't. I'm not criticizing the decision. It is what it is. It happened for independent reasons, but I'm finding that they are not repetitive. All right. So, Mr. Wagner, do you want to be heard on behalf of the state?
I do, Your Honor.
I refuse to proceed.
And if the victims wish to be heard, we have
Dang,
any
he's a
victims
big man.
here in the courtroom.
Holy God.
A victim, I think.
Wow.
Sure.
No, Your Honor. She's
No, they're not.
outlasted the victims.
So I'll ask the victim. Do you wish to be heard?
The victims have had to return back to their homes in Oregon, and they're not here, which is a detriment to them. They had as much a right to be here as she did for sentencing, but She is her own attorney, and she's drugged us out long enough that the victims aren't here to give a statement today.
Right, so y'all can't do that.
This
Y'all
is
cannot
wild.
force me. Y'all can't sentence me like this.
Ms. Blackshire, I believe that these are repetitive and that she should be subject to the Category 2 repetitive offender
Yeah, she's definitely not consenting. For sure.
statutes. She committed these crimes. She was taken into custody for the first crimes, the 208, Your Honor. She was taken into custody for 208. She made bond and was released on bond. And then she committed these separate offenses while on felony pretrial release.
I just want to make clear, to save your words, I do intend to impose the enhancement of 2 years for the crimes being committed while on release.
Oh, boy.
So I just want to,
All right, thank
if there
you.
was any confusion about that, I wanted to straighten it out. I apologize for interrupting you, but I thought it was something to clarify up front.
This is illegal.
I believe that it's more than warranted.
Gosh, I thought that,
She was
like,
sentenced. Those were
Derek
separate
Brooks
cases.
now.
She was released from those cases, and she committed the new cases. Not only did she commit these crimes,
Six
Separately.
guys. 6 guys it took. Unbelievable.
I know. And they're like having trouble with her too. I was just noticing that. It's like, holy, she's a little firecracker.
from the other crimes,
Take my life away from me.
these crimes significantly, especially the burglary, I believe substantially affected the victim.
From yourself, honey. Stupid.
The victim, the owner of the property at Morningstar Ranch, yes, she was burglarized before. No real property was taken from there. As you heard, you sat through both trials. But in this case, in this burglary here, count count 4, Your Honor.
When she said, "I am the owner of the property," was that just to be argumentative? Because I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, right. Like she stole from. Yeah, I think that's. I'm wondering if that's like sovereign related. You know what I mean? Like the Sesquiu Trust kind of deal.
I wonder if she just decided to go live there and like that's hers now. Like like the Robin Williams joke when he's talking about the cat and he's like, they spray everything to claim it. Mine. That's mine.
The defendant confronted the victim at her home and has substantially affected the way the victim feels about her safety and security at the home, which I think is very important, Your Honor, to acknowledge that.
I'm sorry. I'm getting.
Yeah, if she assaulted that person at their house, that's a huge thing. It really is a big thing. You know, not making a mountain out of a molehill. That
I was thinking too that the victims not showing up, it's probably for the best because they'd be like re-subjected to further trauma with this whole thing. They probably didn't want to come.
Like, I'm talking to you. Why are you taking her out? You're not? Okay.
I don't want to be in here.
Stay in it.
requested to leave.
Oh, you're bringing the chair in. Okay, that's fine. I apologize, Mr.
That's fine, Your Honor.
I was getting signals.
Bring in the chair.
That's fine. I also would point out to the court.
Oh yeah, you can see it over there in the
that the unlawful
That actually
flight
says a
from
lot
law
that they had that ready
enforcement.
for her.
I stand by. Apparently they're gonna restrain her.
There it is. Bringing in the chair.
wow.
She stopped talking. She's awful.
They should seal up her mouth too and make it so
Yes.
when she has something to say, she has to type it out and use text to speech.
Yeah.
You do not have subject matter jurisdiction. This be bullshit, y'all.
Come on now. Come on now. Are they gonna gag her? Do you think?
The world's worst Hawking. Stephen
I'm wondering
Hawking.
if she's gonna get rolled out of here with,
Oh, gosh.
with or without access to her mouth. That's gonna be the question here.
What's the Batman villain that has that face mask he wears all the time?
Bane.
Bane, yeah.
Bane, yeah.
All right.
Here she comes.
All All right, defendant is back. You may continue, Mr. Young.
Thank you, Your
Oh,
Honor.
my God.
They see me rolling, they hating, trolling, trying to
I would
catch
also
me
point out
right
to
and
the court
dirty.
that count one, the unlawful
that's so
flight from law
embarrassing.
enforcement,
I didn't run from no police.
and count five, the resisting arrest counts, are not in any way connected with the
Do you think she would have rather
prior
had
felon-
Shuckles?
She must have them anyway. No?
the 208 case. There's separate victims there. These are definitely separate incidents. The state would argue that as well for count four, the burglary, Your Honor.
No, I'm not glad you got rid of legal. The courts lack jurisdiction over the subject matter. Y'all don't have no right, get this shit off of me.
If I could have just a
squishy
second,
salad.
Your Honor.
I ain't never been fighting with y'all.
What's the
Now
what's the
complaint.
statutory reference to the 2-year enhancement? I can't remember that.
It is, I'm sorry, Your Honor, it is 708D. And I don't know that I made that entirely clear, but it just, whatever the sentence, the court prescribes, each sentence gets a 2-year enhancement.
Is that ARS 13-727?
Yes, I'm sorry, ARS 13708.
It's illegal.
But not as to the misdemeanor, obviously.
They are
Not as the
literally
misdemeanor.
burying
I
this
concur
person.
with the misdemeanor assessment that probation had, that it's just time served in the county jail, that she's already fulfilled more than the requirement for that. I agree that the presumptive terms are warranted in the other cases as well, Your Honor. I would point out that the jury during the aggravation phase, the jury found 4 aggravators. They found 4 aggravators. We have no mitigators here that I can see. Even with all of that, I would still ask for the presumptive terms as a Category 2 repetitive offender with the enhancements for the 13708D. I think that these charges probably would be warranted to run concurrent with each other, but I do feel that they should run consecutive to the defendant's prior case. She caused more harm and more emotional stress to the victim, the owner of the property, and then we have separate victims as to the resisting arrest charge and the fleeing from law enforcement charge, Your Honor. I don't have anything more to add than that, and there's no victims' presence. There's some representatives, some neighbors, some people from the Morningstar Ranch that are still living in the area. They're present here today just to watch, I suppose.
Very well. Thank you very much. All right, the court imposes a sentence as follows. As to count 1, unlawful flight, a Class 5 felony, the court, as I said, finds the offense to be non-repetitive, non-dangerous. The court imposes the presumptive term of 1.5 years in the Arizona Department of Corrections. The court imposes an additional 2 years sentencing enhancement because this offense was committed while the defendant was on pretrial release, and that's pursuant to ARS 13708D. So the total sentence as to count 1, Class 5 felony, is 3.5 years. Wow. As to count 2, this is the misdemeanor criminal damage. The court imposes a sentence of time served. As to count 4, again, the court finds this to be non-dangerous and non-repetitive. This is burglary in the 2nd degree, Class 3 felony. The court imposes the presumptive term of 3.5 years. The court also imposes the sentencing enhancement pursuant to 13708D
Just looking at her, daring her.
of 2 years. So the total offense level,
5.5.
the total sentence for count 4 is 5.5 years. As to count 5, resisting arrest, it's a Class 6 felony, non-dangerous,
she's sobered up now.
Is it just me, or does that seem like not a lot of time for breaking and entering? I mean, isn't that a violent offense?
5.5 years?
I would say it's a lot of time for breaking and entering.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody broke into my house and threatened me, and they only got 5.5 years. I don't know.
I mean, I think it's not to take too much time, but I think it's really is one of the huge downsides of these pro se things, that if we had our own attorney, they could have plea bargained this thing down, and he coached her into being, sorry for what she did and remorseful and apologetic to her victims, she might have been able to get out of this thing. And
Well, you gotta
with
think
probation.
a 5.5 year sentence with good behavior and parole or whatever is really only like a 2 3/4 year sentence. So it's really not that long.
Yeah, I don't know the how that works with the good behavior and all that, but you could be right.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know if they could have really coached her into being a decent human being.
Yeah.
Probably impossible task. Yeah.
I hear you guys
Court
talk about
imposes
the
a
good
presumptive
behavior, and
sentence.
it just makes me laugh.
Yeah,
Like I don't see her being like a model. I don't see her being a model inmate.
That's a good point. Yeah, she'd get out on no good behavior. I think she's getting more time. Probably spending half that in the what is it, the hole or whatever, the shoe.
Imposes the presumptive sentence of 1 year.
Did they say that the gallery
Court further
people were
imposes the sentencing
neighbors?
Yes.
Victims?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that. Interesting.
Yeah, some of them are. Yes, you're right. That's what they said.
So no supporters.
Home invasion is more than a simple B&E. The former is violent when the latter is more subdued. Interesting.
enhancement is required by
Thanks,
law under
Bubba.
ARS 13708D for 2 years for a total of 3 years as to count 5.
Break into my house, and
the
you're going to be
court-
lucky to get that amount of
court
time.
designates that the
Just lucky if they get out alive.
1 and 5
Oh, from here.
are to run
I'll tell you right now.
with each other.
Wrong house.
Yeah.
Wrong house.
Unlawful flight and the resisting arrest. The sentences in counts 1 and 5 are to run concurrent with each other. The sentence imposed on counts 1 and 5 are to run consecutive to the sentence imposed on count 4, which was 5.5 years as to burglary in the second degree. So the sentence imposed on counts 1 and 5 is to run consecutive to count 4.
Yo, Beef,
the
can
court
you hear me?
imposed
Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, what up, bro? My bad. It took me a while to figure this thing out.
For anybody watching, Crime Time 365 has a YouTube channel too. He does Zoom court stuff, so check out his stuff.
is the sentence imposed on count 4 in this case, which is burglary in the second degree of 5.5 years, is to run consecutive to the sentence that was imposed in case number CR 22208.
Just stacking it.
Right. So the sentence imposed is.
Oh, this is the one where they put the girl in the chair. She was
Yeah.
wilding out. Yeah,
Yeah, she's
I
definitely-
think I have it on my channel too.
She's going off for sure. Yeah, we're doing kind of like a greatest hits thing, just going through like Squishy Gardner's like greatest hits. He's got good ones too. I really like his channel.
Shout out to that guy who just gives away everything for free. It's what I love about YouTube. You know, that altruistic, just go ahead and take it. I don't care.
Yeah. Most people are pretty cool about that.
In this particular case, is to run consecutive to the sentence imposed in case number CR 22208. That's because.
I will say that I've reached out to Gardner a couple of times because I wanted to use clips for several stuff, and he's never responded. But he also
He's
never.
probably busy. That dude has like the most subscribers.
Yeah. He's the big leagues, man.
Yeah, he's the
He doesn't have
OG.
time for
He's
little
like the
lessons
OG. I didn't even know about Zoom Court until he was already like 3 years in the game.
Yeah.
He popped into a chat the other night. I couldn't believe it. I had never spoken to him before.
Really.
Exchanged back and forth in comments, but never had a real conversation with him in the chat before. But yeah, he's from Oregon, where I used to be. I lived there for a decade, so. Anyway,
He used
I
to
don't
be in
know.
Mike, hang out in Mike's chat all the time.
Yeah. That was way back in the beginning of the. Yeah, that's right. He was in Mike's chat when he first got started. That was the way back. Yeah, the way back.
Mike told him to get started with his own channel,
Oh, interesting.
and he blew
Mike
up.
doesn't know when he started. Yeah, he started, so he didn't know what he was getting into. He's like, this guy's retired. He has time to watch every court video.
Yeah, Let's Huck with Mike has like carved out a whole sector of YouTube.
I'm doing a bio on him right now.
I'll
Would
talk
you
to
please
Mike.
ask him why he always has his shirt open like a 70s,
Because all the
disco
girls
guy?
room.
Because he can.
Because he has a little harem of girls that like love it and give him
Oh,
$20
you're
super chat.
kidding.
Get a
He's
little
like a
tiny gold
baby
chain.
bottom. His chest looks like a baby bottom. He's no hair.
I think that's intentional.
I think it's creepy.
Oh, I don't know. Hard disagree on that. That shirt open. I love. Yeah. Single attorney out there in Chicago.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, get in the sports car, ladies. Get in.
He's doing just fine.
I think he's
got no
cornered the
problems.
market quite well.
Yeah. He's got no problems.
Oh,
He's
looks like he's
actually.
got an interview with a well-known prosecutor.
Yeah, he's had a few of the big hitters on there. Ice Queen's been on there. Who's the other one
That's what
that
I was
comes on
looking
his
at.
channel all the time from Middleton's Court? What's her name?
Debbie Davis.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, she's been on his channel quite a bit. Yeah. He's the big leagues for sure. Wicked nice guy too. He's been pretty receptive to. I'm on his Discord and stuff. He's very he's got like what's the word? He's like back and forth with his viewer base. Really cool guy.
This defendant was released in the prior case, 22-208, when it was a justice court case. She was released when she posted bond on July 7th, 2021. She failed to appear and a warrant was issued for your arrest on October 20th, 2021. The events in this particular case are alleged to have occurred, I believe, on February 5th, 2022.
Speaking of manly chest, look at how manly her chest is. Looks like a guy.
Say it with your chest.
So the events that happened at the Morningstar Ranch that were the subject of 22-208.
So what's going on this time?
This sovereign citizen is freaking out and they've strapped her down to a chair.
I can't believe she's kept her mouth shut this long.
Yeah, she heard 5.5 years and she quieted right down. That's for sure.
Or do they have her gagged?
Alleged to occurred.
I don't see it.
Well, no, because she was talking initially, right?
I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can gag them.
Well,
Yeah,
they
that would
definitely
be
can. That's within the laws of their.
Isn't that Illinois v. Allen? Illinois v. Allen, you can do it. If I've learned anything from watching this,
Oh, okay.
you can do it under Illinois v. Allen.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we might not be in Illinois, but even still, yeah, I'm sure there's a statute
Well, they were in
providing.
Wisconsin, so.
Yeah.
Oh, are they? I missed that.
No. I meant the Darrell Brooks trial was in Wisconsin, but
Yeah.
the
Oh,
precedent
okay.
was set in Illinois.
Oh,
yeah.
right. I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Oh, and of course it's a Karen.
Yeah.
I just
On the
looked up
date,
at the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop sick Karen, not a good combo.
Those were alleged to
That
have
is
occurred
that is not a good combo for sure.
back on June 12th, 2021. So the prior case, the burglary, alleged to have occurred
There
on
at
June
the
12th,
bottom right.
2021. The fraudulent schemes in 22-208
Well,
was alleged
how
to
do
have occurred
I
on or
mute
about
my mic if this is like karma for making fun of all those Zoom people? How do you mute your mic?
So
click
you
on your thing on the top left.
Yeah.
Top left, got you.
Or you can switch to push to talk, either or.
July 6th. She was found guilty of that by the jury. So she was charged with that case, released, went out and committed basically new offenses relating to the same properties. For those reasons, the court runs the sentence on count 4 consecutive to the sentence imposed in court number.
Hey yo, I got a $5 super chat from Carol Austin.
Hey.
Hi, beautiful people. Sorry I'm late. Redecorating. Much love. Thank you so much, Carol. That's so nice. What are you redecorating? You doing like a new living room thing? You're repainting? What do you got going on? But yeah, thank you so much. Oh wait, hang on. Gotta sound this squirrel horn for you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Very, very cool. All donations very much appreciated.
Case number CR 22-208. You got all that? I think. All right. Any bonds are posted, are not exonerated. They will be subject of a justice court forfeiture action, or a forfeiture action in this court, as whatever the case may be. So the bonds are not exonerated, but any warrants are quashed. Following the prison sentence, the defendant is to serve a term for community supervision of 1 day for every 7 days of the sentence imposed.
Hello.
Sentence imposed. Did you wish to? Well, I'm not going to ask you whether you wish to address the court. You've clearly indicated you're not capable.
Hello, is it me you're looking
Capable
for?
of doing that and following the rules of the court. You have the right to appeal the judgment of the court. If you wish to appeal, you must file a written notice of your intent to appeal, and you must do that within 15 days of today's
Karens
date.
are known to do that.
Otherwise, you will lose that right.
Appealing is the
Ms.
same as
Blackshaw?
asking for a manager.
Yeah. That's so true.
Wow.
Hey, Beef, I gotta run, but I sent you a link to the other video with her in it, the previous one, so you can just download it or play it from that link.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for hopping in, Meg. Good to see you. And enjoy
All
the
right,
rest of your
everybody,
Friday.
take care. All right, night, guys.
Hi, Meg.
Bye.
Do you wish the court to appoint
Oh, by the
an
way,
attorney to
Beefy,
Yeah.
did you get the GIF that I sent?
No, not yet.
represent you on the
I'll
appeal?
look at it.
All right.
Oh, okay.
No,
See ya.
he will not be representing you on the appeal. Do you wish to have an attorney appointed to represent you on the appeal? If you cannot afford to pay one, the court will pay the costs of an attorney to represent you on appeal. That will include the
Squirrel. Okay, sorry. John Bubba says,
Oh,
how about
Hold
instead
on a
of
second. I got a call coming in. I'll be right back.
John Bubba says instead of a squirrel horn, how about a sound clip of a squirrel barking? Dude, squirrels don't bark, do they?
Yeah, they do. They make a lot.
I
of
think
weird
that's what you
noises.
call it when squirrels. Yeah, it's
Really?
called barking.
I've only heard squeaks.
It's a squeak, but they call it a bark officially.
Oh yeah,
Depends
Lisa
if
brings
you
up a
piss
good
her
point.
off.
Are we gonna leave the fact that Gamer Nate referred to a GIF as a GIF just like unaddressed? That's just happened.
Tomato, tomato, man. Let them slide. You
Hey,
gotta call
y'all.
them out on everything.
Hey, I'll be right back, y'all.
Okay.
I don't know how long I'll be though, but I'll be back. I'll try
Gonna get
to.
some. Gonna go buy some Jif peanut butter and make myself a sandwich.
No.
Sorry.
No, my dad called saying he needs my help.
It's cool, man. No worries.
I'll
the
be right
costs of
back.
the lawyer's legal fees and legal costs. You will not have to pay anything. Do you wish to have an
No.
attorney appointed to represent you on the appeal? No.
She's probably too
There-
stupid to file
Appeals
it.
are specialized.
Oh my God, they do bark.
It's so cute. Get the sovereign citizen. Get him. Get him.
It's like me when I sneeze.
All right, move on to the next one. That was getting a little
Mr.
stale.
Voorhees, could you come on?
Needed a palate. Did he just say Mr. Voorhees?
I hope so. That would make this really interesting.
Can you imagine? Oh man, that'd be great.
You come on up here, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Kind of looks like Jason, right?
Oh, I've seen this, whatever it is.
Quit.
I haven't. This is pretty high up there on Squishy Gardner's top most viewed videos. So supposedly shit pops off.
You can go ahead and take a seat.
Well, he's a soft set, yeah.
I will keep
Yeah.
around for.
Oh boy, yeah, he's
Good.
definitely got sob-sit energy right out the rip. That's for sure.
This judge takes him apart. BP.
Oh, nice.
Watch him dismantle him.
Cool.
Are we talking about the guy on the left or the guy on the right?
The guy underneath the judge will be dismantled.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because there was a dude in like a zoot suit I just saw with like a robotic hand. It looked like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, no, I said that's fine. Yeah, I did not recognize that as a
I'm
religious
seeing the
hat,
judge
and
from
so
two different
and
angles,
that's totally
so-
fine if you want to keep that on for religious purposes.
talking about
Yeah,
Mr.
I'm fully aware of the
Voorhees?
precedent. I fully endorse your right to do that, and I have zero problem with that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Voorhees, you had indicated that you'd filed a petition against someone named Isaac Hawks Ingberts. This individual who's in front of me now, who said he was served with this paperwork, that's not him. And so, who are you, sir?
this social security card right here, Abraham Itzhak Akiva Ghost Dance Black Hawk Calaveras. Here's my bank card from America's Credit Union.
He looks like a Michael Jackson impersonator.
My bad. It's that guy. It's not the other guy.
Okay,
My bad.
so it is Dr. Claw. Okay.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
That's pretty standard for a soft sit is to stick out. You know what I mean? It was very much with the. It's consistent with a lot of others I've seen to be dressing all crazy like that.
I just wanted to know your name.
My driver's license.
Dressed like that, it should be like, it wasn't me. She was hit by a smooth criminal.
What is on his hand? What is on his right hand?
That's the Michael Jackson glove.
Yeah, he's
it's
got the
it's a
Jackson
type
glove.
of orthotic. It's a type of orthotic.
Oh, this is this guy.
Oh.
Oh, this is this guy. Okay, and that's his
way
neighbor.
less fun.
And that's his neighbor in the other corner.
Villain.
Yeah.
There is mad supervillain
Oh,
vibes going on here. I'm not gonna lie.
They live in adjacent
It's a
apartment complexes, so there's a little bit of background. Yeah.
Did he say he has a driver's license? By the way.
Hear it.
So it calls into question, how did this individual
Maybe he
get
made
this
his own.
information? Because when I filed the formal
It's
complaint
like
with
Dr.
UPS
Doom.
following his death threats,
Yeah.
racial epithets,
And
That's
Your
his
Honor,
strong hand, by the way.
Your Honor, the kid is not my son.
him calling me here, telling me he's gonna come and kill me, you fucking nigger.
You
So,
are
hey,
the
Whoa,
let-
whoa,
yeah, I'm
whoa!
just
This
gonna slow you
escalated
down
so
here for just a
quickly.
second, right? I'm just trying to
Hey, I'm
figure out
back.
whether we have the right people in court right now, okay? And if we do, and if he's mistaken about your
What the
name
frick?
and things of that sort, then we'll proceed with the
Is it just me or is
with the
it
case.
really
If
low?
Did I
not,
just read that right?
file
Very
it or
low,
adjust
very
it,
low.
Adjust the name to, if you're the person he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm
but you
relying on
got
the
wrong
subtitles.
name, you can deal with
Yeah,
it.
did I just read that
And
right?
if there's somebody else and he's got you by mistake,
I walk
then
in and I
we'll
see
deal with that.
F inward.
Bottom
Yeah.
bottom right, white shirt guy is his neighbor and also his UPS parcel deliverer. So that's how they come into contact.
Hmm.
Okay.
And that's all I'm trying to figure out right now as to whether or not you're the person he's talking
Who's the
about,
guy on the bottom
what your
left?
proper name is, and whether
No
or not
idea.
go forward to
Okay, okay.
No idea.
court or not. If we do
The
get
Oh,
Claw.
that's AC Robinson.
Yeah, how did AC get dragged into this mess?
Chris Rock.
Who is? Do we know who that is? Is that like a reference
No.
to something, or is he just that's who he is? That's AC Robinson.
Yeah, it just says that.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
then we'll get into all the things that you're talking about right now.
Racists should
Okay.
not be allowed to target people and use
so-
their UPS access to scrape what they believe.
Who's
to
the
be
dude from 1935?
information. Even in his fi-
He's our next soft city. Yeah, so you missed it. It's Dr. Claw.
Yeah.
Dr.
Some
Claw.
person
Sort
named Isaac. He has no descriptors, no history.
He's sort of a
no
Native
nothing, no
American sort of.
details whatsoever.
Dude, he legit has the aesthetic. Hey, oh yeah, yeah. I know who Dr. Claw is. I just.
No, I think he looks more like Christopher Lloyd from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah,
Ah, good call.
Judge Doom.
That's a good call. For
Judge
sure.
Doom.
He's played by Al Pacino,
Nice.
right? Is I thinking about that right? Is it Al
No.
Pacino?
What?
No,
Judge
that's
Doom, no, he was
that's
played by
what's his name,
Christopher
that's Dick
Lloyd.
Doc Jones. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd.
Okay.
That was it.
When I killed your brother, I talked just like this.
Hi, boys.
And then they don't know where they're going. He probably wants directions. How do I open the window? Ah, maybe this'll do it. Ah, this must be it. Here's one for the road.
There it is. Next time,
The Claw.
catch it.
Bro, what was that Inspector Gadget reference? I missed that. I saw that through the corner of my eye. What was that?
Yeah. When the guy looks just like Dr. Claw. I'm half expecting him to be like, there is no subject matter jurisdiction.
That shit.
The kid is not my son.
You are not the father.
Simone. Oh, it hurts my voice to do that.
Simone. The frick?
like singing.
How does
I like
he
that
name
last
this
part.
show?
What does the fox say?
Mr. Voorhees, could you?
What is
Wait.
holy ADHD on a
Did he?
bagel?
Did he just say
Yeah,
Mr.
He's
Voorhees?
showing him his operation now. He's showing him his operation.
He said Mr. Voorhees.
And the judge is saying, no, that's too much. You don't have to do that.
Law enforcement has that you can use, load, and fire with only one hand, and this is my dominant right hand. I've had a 20% amputation of not only
Look at the judge
thing all the way down here.
So
you can look at the paperwork that
I-
I signed. It looks like a drunk person signed it because I had to sign it with my left hand.
Why is he dressed like he's from the 30s?
Okay, please put your Band-Aid back on.
He's screaming.
Mr. Voorhees, is this the individual that you?
How patronizing is that?
Band-Aid on.
Wish to
I
have
like
a
this
petition
judge
against?
already.
It is, Your Honor, and his name is in fact Isaac Ingeberts, and it has been confirmed through his apartment property management. That is how I gained his information with his first and last name.
Okay.
It is the policy of our apartment complex that they do not release under no circumstances names of residents. The only one that would be able to get that would be a police officer. There would have needed to have been a crime. There was no crime.
Oh.
No police officer got that. And if I may,
Now I see the surgery.
Not yet, no.
I get the Inspector Gadget reference now. Why is dude wearing that hat? Why are they allowing this? How is this allowed?
It's so bizarre. I had a prosthetic patient today that was missing a finger. This is weird.
Wait, really?
Yeah. He came in to have his prosthetic like painted and with his fingerprint on it and everything. It's super cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Wow.
Okay. So
This guy's got no trigger finger.
Okay, there's something I just this has nothing to do with what's going on, but I just remembered. I've been meaning to show you all this news clip, but I can't find it anywhere. But it's only in a reaction compilation. But there was this news clip where it talks about the something some kind of examiner's office or whatever. And it just cuts to this black dude who's like, my brother used to break into the house to steal the TV. And then it cuts back to the building and the announcer's like, but now he's dead. Like, what is that?
All right.
Like, that was some bad editing.
Here's what's going
It's
to
just
happen
like,
here for right now. So right now you can put your bandage on, please.
I'm trying, but I
Okay.
only have one hand around it.
Okay.
And if you can imagine loading, racking a weapon, posing a threat with a gun.
We're aware.
I not own or
yeah,
possess.
just put the thing back on.
According to the police, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Voorhees.
I think he erupts it again. Honestly,
Yes,
I think he does.
We're going to go back in. This gentleman is going to go back in the courtroom.
Where's
gonna take
He's
us to the
having his
courtroom.
own personal rap
And then
battle.
we're going to take.
Wow.
Groan.
These other cases, and we'll take up your case, and we'll sort all this out.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there's also a witness here, Your Honor.
Great. Then I will call.
Wait till they ask him to raise his right hand. It should be funny.
All right.
Raise your claw.
Okay, so
Where did Cousin Nick come from?
what is your name, sir?
Who is this guy?
Abraham Itzhak.
Oh my goodness.
Ghost Dance, Black Hawk, Calaveras.
Okay. Have you ever been known by?
I said it to.
Give me just a second.
Wait, what the frick?
In any capacity as Isaac Hawks Ingeberts?
Could you please explain the reason for the question, Your Honor?
I want to know if
Well,
you're
that's
the
his
right
character
person.
witness or something.
Hey, Inspector
It's a witness,
Gadget
yeah,
got
it's a
his
witness.
prosthetic back on.
He got that
All
thing
of
back
this
on
from
quick.
Security,
Okay.
driver's license, bank
Right.
card, and VA is not that person.
Right.
We should not be allowed to target, when we are racist individuals, to target people and go harass them.
Yeah, that would suck
and try
not having to use your
find
dominant
out
hand.
a name that is not the person's name. This all began by me filing, and I submitted it to the.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I spelled it wrong. They spelled
Sorry,
it.
I don't even
like
know what this is
Abraham.
about.
Yeah.
Like, did they say that? I'm not even sure what this trial is over.
It says right there at the top. It says weirdest anti-harassment hearing.
I understand that, but like,
So
but
the guy with the white shirt is, I believe, going for a PCC, right? Personal protection order, PPC or whatever.
I see. Okay, all right, thank you.
And he came in contact with him because he delivers his mail.
So what's Frank Sinatra have to do with this?
He's the one. We're gonna find out what the details are.
Sinatra.
What? That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
That's
He's
good.
said or done something to the gentleman in the white that has warranted him, I believe, filing for a restraining order, more or less.
Restraining order, yeah.
But
what does his finger have to do with it?
Yeah, what the... Did he, like, bang it in the door or something?
It's like he flipped somebody off one too many times, like pulling a Mr. Bean.
It's like, you know what? I had enough of you flipping me off. Let me cut. He just grabs it and cuts it off with his pocket knife.
And like John Wick,
Or
just
breaks
not
it
his
off.
wedding ring.
Wait, what?
Chad Voorhees.
Like John Wick, just not his wedding ring.
Oh yeah, though, or that one soccer player from years ago that got his finger caught on the cage at the side, and it just ripped the skin right off. You see the bone and everything.
I don't need to hear that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it was in Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Wow. No, this guy just does this as a blatant sympathy ploy.
Huh?
Driver to find out what
He cut his finger off for sympathy?
No,
That's dedication.
You know, it kind of reminds me of when my brother almost cut his finger off with a hatchet while cutting corn when he was 5.
Wow.
But no,
I want to hear.
He didn't cut it off. He just
Captain
almost.
Suit. So let's let this play for a minute.
Person. Well, I told them, well, I filed this. I don't really know the individual's name or anything. The driver said, oh, yes, we have had problems with this employee. The person's name is Chad.
Lie.
I go back to follow up. I've been in and out of surgery for amputations, reconstructive surgery, etc. since the 10th, when I was a victim of a gunshot wound.
What?
I have not been able to follow up on this more because of that situation, because I didn't have the US DOT number, didn't have the license plate of the truck. I'd never seen Mr. Voorhees ever in my life. I've never seen him. I'm not his neighbor. There is multiple fences, a closed gate, 2 parking lots.
I saw that.
Apartment complexes.
He couldn't stifle the
This
laugh.
individual says that he got this information.
Okay, so we're going to get to all that, right? I'm just trying to identify people and figure out.
Yes, Your
where
Honor,
they're-
if I
right here.
approach, this is who I am.
I believe you, but that doesn't answer my question.
Wow, I'm surprised the judge let him approach.
I'm sorry, I do not believe him. I think he's exactly who Mr. Whiteshirt is saying he is, Isaac Ingham or whatever the fuck. This is all a ruse. I mean, we saw it with Daryl too, right? Like, who is you?
No
Who is
offense.
you?
Forgive me, but ever since this, I just hate the name Daryl. It's just, it's a psychological thing from a experience when I used to work at Walmart. I had an assistant manager named Daryl that just. Sorry.
Okay.
And that throw pity parties when citizens make
Okay.
All right, take a deep breath.
So you can sit down.
Oh my God, he's approaching.
I don't. I believe you. What's
That's
gonna
what I
happen
said. Like,
then
I'm
is
so
he does-
surprised that he lets him approach. It blows my
Yeah.
mind.
I wouldn't want that guy rushing towards me.
Hell
that's
no.
for sure.
Dang.
Well,
does
with the
have
way
the
the
right
judge
to-
reacted, do you think he'd be all squeamish about it?
Yeah.
Bring a petition for right or for wrong, and I'll
no,
hear it.
no descriptive. In his thing, Your Honor, it says no description. Some person named Isaac gives no description, tattoos, scars, anything.
I'm
Doesn't
gonna
say-
get
I
to
would,
this,
you would
that's
never
it.
know who he
Doesn't
is. I
state-
don't like act flamboyant or dressed in some crazy way that would be identifiable to anyone that just saw me on the street. Like, I just blend in, totally normal.
Ethnicity. There's nothing
Whatever.
whatsoever.
Just stepped out of the 40s, but this is
The
normal.
Security guard
He
said
talks
that
like, man.
an individual
thank you
like
for my
me.
package."
And he's taking it off again.
I told you. I told you.
You don't
Does
have to
it
keep proving it, dude.
again. And the judge keeps telling him to put it back.
Yeah.
waving.
So
again
did
around.
somebody shoot off his finger? Is that what happened?
Yeah, a drive-by person in a truck shot his finger, either his hand or shot off his finger. Yeah.
That's some aim right there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But why is he still wearing that hat?
Maybe it's
He
like some
should've-
sort of time machine thing. Maybe
He's back from the
walked out of
future.
a time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's covering up a bullet hole in his head. Let's
Maybe
make-
his name actually isn't Ingham. He's a fucking from the distant past.
He really is Christopher Lloyd.
He's a young Christopher Lloyd.
No, there's no evidence. Where's that police report?
I've seen that.
No,
Don't
keep
do
it
that
on,
again.
man.
Well,
Stop taking it
taking
out.
it
Yeah,
off.
he's saying
His
it.
handshake. His handshake.
We've asked other people to raise their right hand, so this is my right hand,
Right.
Your Honor.
Yeah, we
I'm
can
gonna
see
ask-
We
that.
get it. You're
Yeah.
criminal.
Yeah.
Already
Boo-hoo.
fucking showed us, Bo. Oh, he sucks.
Well, he has to take that thing off every time he pledges his
in a
authenticity.
minute as well. So I'm going to have him raise his right hand. I'm going to listen to you both. You have Mr.
I'm gonna have you raise your right nub.
from him also.
David Malone.
Raise your right hand.
Yeah, but I
Now
think
put your left hand
on the-
here.
I'm
Take
sorry,
off your
if I
hat.
Identified you. I apologize. On his screen, it says Ralph Maloney.
No, that's something from the Stooges. I just remembered.
It's a famous
Stand up,
episode
turn
called
around.
"This
Walk out
Disorder
the
in the
door.
Court." Disorder in the Court is the name of the episode
Yes, yes,
with the parrot.
yes, yeah. That's a classic.
Hyphenated. I assume that was your last name. If I'm wrong about that,
talking
is it Mr.
pig
Maloney or Mr. Ralph Maloney? Or I want to address. That's all I'm trying to do with you, sir. Is try to figure out how to address you and figure out what your name is.
Yeah,
No, don't bring this guy into it now.
no.
Thank you. What do you prefer?
I mean, I go by Maloney.
I love
It's
mugging.
fine.
Okay.
Friggin' Grizzly Adams.
And so you, sir, and you said it, but I didn't write it down.
I
I'm
like
gonna have
mugging
you
up
say
to
it
the
again.
camera.
Just more like a hippie.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Willie Nilsson without my
What we're
braids.
gonna do.
Yeah.
is
It's like
we'll go
all of a
forward
sudden
with this
Jeremiah
petition.
Johnson pops up into the picture. You know,
What?
We'll adjust the caption to change the name because I want the name to be accurate in the caption in the petition.
Don't know
Your
if
Honor,
that I've
that's the
ever
point of my
seen
further
or
question.
to
tasted
suggest
him.
the stalking and
didn't-
harassment from this individual that they went and scraped a name.
You're a
that is
wizard,
not
Harry.
My name.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Haggard.
Fucking scouted. Oh yeah, R.I.P. for sure. Oh,
Yeah,
Boo.
such a great actor.
He died?
Yeah,
Yeah, the actor did. Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know that.
He was Hagrid. Like no one else could replace him.
Well,
Allman Brothers reject. Yeah, or ZZ Top.
What?
I don't know. I think this guy would have a chance.
Yeah, we got Mr. Maloney here.
The drummer of ZZ Top is the only member who doesn't have a beard. And his
I was
name
just
is
listening to ZZ Top this morning.
Yeah, they're good, man. One of my favorite bands. Yeah, let's
Are we
look this
all
up.
crazy about a sharp dressed man.
Yeah, timely. Anyways, let's let this play for a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
what we need to focus on, Your Honor. Is
Well,
that I've proven to you what
Right.
my name is.
Well,
This
okay.
individual
take
went
the
and
focus off your
scraped,
hand.
is lying and says that he went to an apartment complex, etc. Those things all are indicative of the stalking and harassment. That he was taking further steps to follow through on his threat to come over to my house
It's
and shoot
etc.
you fucking.
Okay, so the only thing here
Whoa.
today is his petition.
The guy never said it.
File petitions because the city of Olympia won't
Yeah,
even
I
let
know,
me
I just-
file a petition against the person that shot me.
Yeah, it
'cause I
didn't
don't
censor
have
that
their
earlier.
name, Your Honor.
You can file a petition here if you wish.
Against the person that shot me.
This is the only thing in front of me. This is a civil case between you and Mr.
And then I haven't
Voorhees.
been able to also follow up because I've been in surgeries,
Okay.
reconstructive surgeries, amputation.
No.
Is that your request to ask to file one?
He needs, yes, and I also want to file charges against filing a false police report,
Okay, so that again, that's not,
targeting,
And
harassment,
bandages.
death threats. I haven't been able to do that.
okay.
There's a double standard in this town.
Yeah,
when it
this
comes to
guy's
people that look
misunderstanding
like
the
me.
assignment.
This individual never.
He's
should have
acting like
been
he's
able
supposed to present evidence and all kinds of stuff here. It's like, this isn't the place for that.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah,
evidence
heard
he has is just to keep showing his hand over and over again. It seems
Yeah.
He heard the term court and he got all excited because he's a soft, so he's like, oh, yes, I get to do my thing and bring in all kinds of documents and bring up the Siskiyou Trust. It's like, it's my day to shine. It's like, you need to do less, bro. Do less. You're doing too
I'm going to
much.
wear my best suit.
Yeah.
My best suit that my grandpa left me.
His grandfather's best suit. You're right.
I've got the perfect outfit for this.
Hey, grandfather was buried in it.
Oh, I know just what to wear. I've been preparing for this day my whole life.
should have been able to pursue this, Your Honor.
Oh,
None
God.
of the information is correct. He's given no clear indicators.
Think of his
who
Dwight
actually
shirt now.
was, what I was dressed
Family
like.
heirloom.
Nothing. Yet I can tell you that he has
He
a
was
Belgian
buried in
Malinois,
it.
Wob, which he's threatened to stick on me. I can tell you his DOT plate number, etc. Witnesses that were there to
Seriously.
even see that, and Mr. David
can
Maloney
see
was
you be
there.
buried
What?
Chad was
Big
there.
Belgian what?
Chad, I'm not Chad, I'm not Chad, as he threw around his packages, came over to my apartment complex. If he's so afraid of me, Your Honor, what is he doing over at my apartment complex, delivering packages to my apartment complex? We came around the corner and we
Maybe
were
it's his
there
job.
because
I don't
here
know.
is this white man who's calling me a calling me a faggot, saying
familiar.
he's gonna come over and kill me, threatening to stick his dog on me, and I was sitting there after amputation with an even bigger bandage on. Clearly a threat to no one whatsoever. And this immediately followed after his employers talked to him.
Oh,
about the
Carolyn,
complaint that
good
was
evening
filed.
from the UK.
And UPS has me on there with the correct name. They just spelled it wrong. They spelled
So-
it like Abram.
So I'm going to try and explain this to you as best I can. Okay? And
You referred to about gossip. Well, this is gossip and hearsay for this individual to be claiming, oh, a security guard saw. Well, let's see the police report.
I'm gonna explain this to you as best I can. And hopefully
So patient.
we can get some common understanding of what's gonna happen today or what's gonna happen going forward. So again, I would ask you please to let me complete this explanation, okay? So Mr. Voorhees, if
I
I'm
wonder
saying
if
his name
Doro
correctly,
conferred
he
with
brought
him
an
about how to deal with Brooks.
anti-harassment petition against you, which he can do. And I have no idea how he got your name, but you
Might
clearly,
have been
based
on the
on
packages.
what I've heard from him briefly.
Oh, yeah, good point.
What a miracle. Yeah. Right?
You're the person who's, he has an issue with, for right or for wrong. And I'm not deciding right now whether he's right or he's wrong or not. I don't know that.
Carolyn says, is it just me or do the bottom two look like before and after pics?
And so the only thing in front of you here
He
right
did.
now is his petition for an anti-harassment order. And the way these things work is I'll swear him in, I'll have him raise his right hand, and then I'll hear from him. I'll swear you in, and I've already heard a lot from you, but none of it's been under oath yet, but I'm going to swear you in. I'll hear all that again of your
no.
testimony. At the conclusion of that, I'll decide whether or not an order should be entered in favor of Mr. Voorhees. I'll also hear from Mr. Maloney. I'll swear him in, and then I'll get his perspective on what he saw and things of that sort. Following that, I make a determination as to whether or not an order should be entered with him on his behavior against you, basically just to have you not contact him. My purpose in
Did he say
asking you the
porpoise?
questions about your
Mhm.
name.
He did.
If an order is entered,
I heard that
it should be
too.
under the correct name for law enforcement going forward. And sometimes people change their names and for all kinds of reasons. They change their name when they get married, they change their name or what have you. And I'm asking you that just to see if that's, there's some basis for him to be mistaken about what your name is at the
It's
moment.
Bugsy.
That's all I'm
Bugsy
trying to do. I'm
Siegel.
just trying to figure out who's right here.
That Voorhees is
So you have
is
said some
the
things
other
you've been prevented.
side.
First of all, I'm sorry about, again, I'm not a doctor. That does look, as far as I'm concerned, and I have no idea about anything about
Yeah,
this.
that guy was in the Untouchables.
But
He
to
was in
me,
the
to
Untouchables.
the untrained eye, that looks like a pretty fresh and pretty significant injury.
See, every time I
agree with
think
that.
of Voorhees, I think of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt because that was the rich name, the rich family's name.
Oh, geez, the only thing
But-
I can think is.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pretty recent,
Sure.
but I don't
Yeah,
know
same
anything
thing.
I just
about
hear
it.
it.
And
I also have the
unless,
doctor paperwork.
please, remember what I said about not interrupting. Please let me finish, okay? Unless
Good job, Judge.
Mr. Voorhees, and you said, well, you can't hold a gun because of that. But unless Mr. Voorhees was the one person who shot you and so forth, that really, the only thing that I'm concerned about is what happened.
I
or
don't
was
think they've
alleged to have
actually
happened
gotten
between you
anywhere in the swing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
and Mr. Voorhees. You've made a number of comments about
I mean,
things
they don't
that
even
I
seem to
think
know
he
the
disagrees
names
with,
of
just based
people.
on, he said some things you clearly disagree with. There's no question about that. You're saying some things, if I read his facial expression, that he clearly disagrees with. So I hear from you both, and then I have to decide, what to do based on what's presented. You've gave some indication about, and the only thing in front of me here right now is a petition, his petition. And you've said you've been prevented from, the city of Olympia, they don't do anti-harassment orders. I have no idea what the circumstances are around. I'd not even known, I didn't even know who you were before you walked in here. And I certainly didn't know anything about this injury before you took your bandage off and started showing this to me. And I have no idea what or if the city's going to
I really wish that didn't happen.
is going to do anything about it. I don't know anything about that. It wouldn't be the city of Olympia anyway. It'd probably be the Thurston County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, because a wound like that, city of Olympia only deals with misdemeanors or gross misdemeanors, but that looks a little bit far beyond that. If a criminal act
That's
occurred,
pretty
and that'd be
gross.
with the Thurston County Prosecutor's Office. So there's
So we're in
that.
Washington State,
So
huh?
what I need to know from you is what, and I'm going to have you identify yourself again. I'm going to write that down. Just to make sure we have the right person here. And so the options today are go forward. I'll hear his testimony. I'll hear your testimony. I'll hear
Oh my
Mr.
God,
Maloney's
who's in the courtroom?
testimony. And then, and by the way, in looking through this, I didn't actually see, unless I saw a bunch of pictures of the someone who I assume was Mr. Voorhees, and there's a pictures of the truck and so forth. And I'd like to see where the complaint is.
Somebody needs to stand with a whiteboard behind this gut and list all of the steps we're going to take.
You said you'd made a complaint to
UPS,
yes.
on the 24th.
Okay, so what I need to know on the 24th.
He called their 800 number. Whoop-de fucking do.
Thank you. Give me just a minute. When did you file that complaint?
I filed that complaint.
No, with the court. Did you file it with the court?
No, I never filed with the complaint. I've been in and out of hospital. I filed that with UPS.
All right.
For me,
No,
that
but-
was
yeah, but
the end of it, and they said
Ugh.
they encouraged me to follow up and get the deal if I saw.
Okay, so
the
hang on,
truck
I'm just
again.
gonna stop you. I just wanted, I misunderstood you. When you say you filed the complaint, I thought it was filed in the court so I could see it. I would be curious to see it. But anyway, so the issue
filed a
today
petition
is
with
we're gonna
UPS.
go forward with this single petition. Or you've said that clearly you've been experiencing health issues.
All right, I need a palate cleanser. I'm getting bored on this.
All right. Who do I have from the jail?
Oh, I like this one.
Zachary Ladd?
What voice was that?
No. Who's at the jail? I have a gentleman at the jail. What's your name?
Was he asleep?
They can't see because they bump up this one.
Yes, audio.
He may have.
I have a guy at the jail in Orange. What is your name? Can you hear me? All right, Miss Adams, will you let the jail know that Whoever it is doesn't seem to be able to hear me. All right. So, and I have Phoebe Neer appearing on behalf of the people. So, Mr. Goldstein, how do you want to proceed with Ms. Hannawalt?
Your Honor, there is another felony matter that's set for an exam on the 6th of July. I think probably it would be best if we could get that matter to prelim. Either gets bound over, or we can then put all the cases together, or it gets dismissed and we can go from here on these cases.
All right, Mr. Malaro, I have Ms. Rice present. So, Ms. Rice, want to come on?
She does sound like Lois from Family Guy. That's a good call. Peter.
Salvatore Malaro? That sounds like the name of like a mob boss from Grand Theft Auto.
It does, yeah.
And he looks the part too.
In the
Yeah.
matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Stephanie Lynn Rice, file number 21-20664, FH and 22-20716, FH. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Ms. Rice, and I have Phoebe Neer appearing on behalf of the people. So, couple things.
She
Miss
looks
Rice,
like the mother character from Pink Floyd's The Wall. I mean, you have to say that. Take a look at her. Come on. She's a dead ringer. She's a dead ringer. I mean, I don't like to personally attack the judge, but she looks just like Mother from The Wall.
Interesting.
Mr. Coast has.
Hey, Fluffy, did you see the pop-up on Daryl Brooks?
I did see these representing himself, yeah. Again, that'll be cool.
I guess his lawyer appealed to be released.
Yep, he's gonna represent himself again. We're going trial number 2, baby.
Plenty of material there.
Yep.
849, Mr. Coast stated that Ms. Rice had a swab done on June 1 of 2023. She did not have the money to pay for it, but Mr. Coast did perform the test. Ms. Rice, just for future reference, small children, it's never really appropriate to bring them here.
I understand.
The drug screen returned positive for methamphetamine, 1,121 nanograms per milliliter, which is actually at a dangerously high level.
She's all kinds of fucked up.
Jesus.
She was here today for contempt of court sentencing for failing to call on a daily basis directed. In this case, it's another
No wonder she goes berserk. She's all fucking cranked out on meth.
violation. Can I speak on this? Not yet.
Looks like she's by herself in the courtroom.
I had released
She's got her
her
kids there.
on
Oh, yeah. I remember this one now.
a care bond again. And
Yes,
you've
it's
taken her
quite
into
wild.
custody and released her before. Mr. Malaro, I'm going to ask that Mr.
You wanna say hi?
Coast do a contempt of court warrant on the violation of drug testing. But due to the levels, I have some grave concerns. It would be my intention to take her into custody today. Mr. Malaro, I know that she will probably want to speak with you.
Judge, if I may.
Yes.
So I have one more file. She's in the jail, and if the court's willing, I'd like to take care of that case, and then I'd like to come over and maybe we can get some progress done on Miss Rice's files, including what the court has just brought to my attention. So.
Okay. All right, Ms. Rice, have a seat.
Do you guys want me in person upstairs for that too?
You don't have far to go, so if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, it might be a good idea, Phoebe.
And maybe you and Mr. Malaro can chat in the jury room or something.
Okay.
I'll be over in a few
And Mr. Coast, you could probably pop back in.
Okay, sounds good, Judge.
Yeah, who knows what that
Thank
whack
you.
job will do? She's all methed out, you know. I mean,
All right,
they should be in the
Ms.
same.
Adams,
They should be in the
Mr.
same
Coast,
room.
come in, please.
doing it.
Okay.
God, he is a big man.
Drug test and stuff.
Oh, okay, you might be busy. All right. So, Ms. Rice, why don't you come up and we'll take care of you.
Oh, boy.
All right, this is in the matter that people of the state of Michigan were stepping Lynn Rice from the.
This gets really ugly.
She's
gonna get really
pretty good idea what's to come. Oh dear. Shit is about to pop off from what I understand.
21-20664 H and 22-207.
Yeah, she looks like she's reached her breaking point, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She's like peaking. It's like all the meth is kicking in all at once.
And 16 H. I have Salvatore Milaro appearing on behalf of Ms. Rice. And I have
He fell off his
Mayor
bench.
appearing on behalf of the people. during
She saw
closed
laying on the floor there.
Our pretrial services coordinator who did administer another case today. So we are here on a couple things today. One thing we are here on is a sentencing on a contempt of court, as well as a pretrial conference on the underlying file. Ms. Rice is charged with aggravated stalking, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 5 years in prison and or a $10,000 fine. We were previously set for trial, and now we are again set for, we are set for trial for August 1 for a one-day trial at 9 a.m. So with regard to first the pre-trial today, Mr. Milaro, how would you like to
Please
proceed?
add a vote.
Your Honor, I think if I understood Ms. Meir correctly, you want me to do it or you want to do it? Okay, Ms. Meir is going to tell you what we're going to do.
Yeah, so, well, maybe, I guess I'll have Mr. Millar correct me if I'm wrong, but the people are in a bit of a, I guess, uncomfortable situation or bad situation in these cases. In preparation for the trial, I did meet with some of my witnesses, the victims in this case, and they are quite frankly just fed up with this at this point. And I, obviously I could make them come in and testify, but at this point, I don't think they really want anything to do with this. So it does put me in a difficult situation. So what I am asking of the court is a bit unconventional, but obviously the time delays, the fact that we've been set for trial before, I think even a year ago, and Ms. Rice has, on a number of occasions failed to appear. She now has these new drug screens. So I guess what I'm asking for the court, again, it's unconventional, but that I will dismiss these felony charges as well as the PPO violations and ask the court to sentence Ms. Rice to the maximum on the contempt of court. I think that would accurately reflect the delays in this case and the fact that I do have to dismiss because of the delays in this case that were mostly at Ms. Rice's cause. Just her, again, not appearing, these positive tests.
Take the deal.
And that's what I would ask of the court. I don't know if she would plead guilty to those contempts or if the court would find
She
her
already
guilty.
pled guilty to
Okay, perfect.
sentencing
Yeah.
today.
And Mr. Coast did advise me that the drug screen today was also positive.
Oh man.
Okay. Mr. Milaro, are you going to object to people dismissing the underlying file as well as PPO violations?
Judge, no objection to any of that. The only other issue is clarification. I did inform Ms. Meir that I would be arguing the issue of how much time
On the contempt court.
that the court gives.
Okay. All right. So, very good. I will move to the issue of sentencing on the contempt court. So look through this file. Let me go through this file. Waiver, discovery, adjourn. And this has been going on for
Jesus.
about 2 years now, and it's a serious case. So, Ms. Rice, you should be grateful that it's being dismissed. Let's see.
Oh, good question. Yeah, did she drive herself and her kids to court? Yeah, she probably did. While high on meth. That's good.
Dang.
Trial release order. Yes.
Am I wrong, or did she pull a pregnancy card out of her ass?
Oh, I think she may
Yeah,
have.
like
I don't remember.
she talked about she talked about
Well,
just
well, well, that's what that's spoilers. That's spoilers. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Does she pull a pregnancy card out of her ass as well? Like the
She may
trifecta?
have. I remember.
Are there new charges
That
from
was a
this
hard
alleged
guess.
incident that occurred the other day?
So there are new charges pending in district court that have already been filed. I think it's a trespass, but it might be just an assault.
I think it's an assault battery.
And then Mr. Coase advised us of an incident yesterday that may also have new charges. Those will obviously be dealt with in district court separately.
Yeah, we have a meltdown incoming. A meth down. I have a meth down incoming. Well, I wish I had my siren.
And I again don't want to discuss these charges,
What do you
but
do
I
with
think at
that?
this point, it's best to move forward and not make Mrs.
Jail.
X and son testify if it's not necessary.
All right, so, with regard to sentencing today on the contempt court, are you ready to receive that, Mr. McLeod?
And Your Honor.
All right, do people have any position on sentencing before the court proceeds?
Just like I said, I do think the maximum on the contempt of court would accurately reflect the delays in this case. Time is often in favor of the accused, and it certainly has worked in Ms. Rice's favor in this case. But that being said, I think the maximum on the contempt is more than fair, given her number of positive tests, including today being positive, and given I could go back and see how many times this was delayed based on her non-appearance, but I don't have that figure right in front of me on both cases, and as well, that's not even counting the district court where she had failed to appear and was arrested in district court before it was found over. So, thank you.
Mr. Millar, anything you'd like to say on behalf of Ms. Rice?
Oh my God.
Judge, I have represented Ms. Rice, I think, almost since the time I started the public defender's office. So I'm very well acquainted with Ms. Rice and all of her legal.
The case is 2 years old, so.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an insinuation that she's been like in a lot of trouble. Like she's a frequent flyer here at the public defender's office. We've gotten to know each other very well. Like, she's on my Christmas card list.
I just have a punch card for every time.
That being said, Judge,
Yeah, yeah. Six cases free. Well, I guess they're all free if it's public defenders. But.
Judge, none of this is an excuse for her behavior, but 3-4 years ago, it's very well. First of all, and I think this court's also well acquainted with Ms. Rice as well. Whatever happened prior to that is certainly played a great deal on her emotion, how she handles things at an emotional level. And I think as we all know, when we let emotions take control of our decision-making process, we usually make bad decisions. And Ms. Rice is engaged in counseling and therapy and will probably need it for a very long time to help her get past that area where she lets her emotions take control of her decision-making process. That being said, there are times where she is she has some good attributes. One is she's a good mother. And I know this court could argue.
I'm sorry, hard disagree.
Come on.
Just from what I've seen here.
She took him to court. She took him to court with her.
Press X for doubt.
Argue and not actually argue, but state that how can you be a good mother if you're using drugs that you should be using? And there's no debate with that. But by all accounts, through her CPS case, which I handled, and through today, her primary focus for the last 3 years has been her children. She has
It's
two.
been meth.
She is the primary caregiver.
Good, very good
The
point.
fact that CPS has closed the file on her shows that she's committed to continuing to be a good mother.
That was quite a while ago.
About
I'm sure
10
they're
months
gonna
maybe.
reopen.
I think it was December, October. But she has continued to make strides to getting housing, getting the services she needs, guardian last time we were in on that case. I had no issues with her as her parenting skills. Ms. Rice faces many challenges, Judge.
Carol says he looks like Chief Wiggum. Carolyn says her poor therapist is going to need therapy. John Wallace says she's a frequent customer here. She has her own coffee mug and brings us meth cookies, helps us get through our day. Yeah, that's why they're all fucking excited. She's a great mom, really. I've really got to know her really well, and we become really close, and we become fast friends. And I really think she's a great mom, and you just let her off here.
And
she has her own dorky.
And, you know, she was in district court yesterday, and I was present for that hearing, and the judge, you know, spoke to her. And one of the things that's apparent is Miss Rice has so much burdening her. Children, these pending cases, which I think if we can get them.
That's life.
Our final result today will be a great help.
She did it to herself.
Past that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely sensitive to addiction issues as anybody, but her driving her kids on meth, kind of, I don't know, man. I don't. Those are two conflicting ideals to me. To say in one hand she's a good mom, and then another she's testing positive for meth with her kids in the courtroom. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't believe you.
How do you afford all those kids and your meth habit?
Doesn't have a choice.
Social services.
Yeah.
Government.
Stressors that I think will help her life settle down somewhat. She can spend more time focusing on her children. I think she
Just give her more time to
tends to put too much emphasis on things and uses that as a way
hate
to
to
justify.
say it, but jail and take her kids away, and they're putting them in new homes is really a risky thing, and it's no great thing for these kids. But I just think it's a matter of time.
They'd probably be safer. They'll probably be safer somewhere else. I hate to say it. And he brings up a good question here. Is her nonstop crying really helping her? It looks like an emotional wreck. It's like you can't even get through your court hearing without breaking down into tears. Like, how are you dealing with the stresses of everyday life?
Some of her behavior, such
She
as
couldn't
not
get to
appearing
a
in
court hearing
court,
without
not
failing her piss test.
Yeah.
Like,
attending certain things. And I certainly understand the state's point of view on this and their situation. But I think this is a good resolution.
Yeah, he should stop talking. He's not doing her any favors anymore.
I think that the longer she's in jail, the more risk her children are. And so, with all of that being said, Judge, and knowing Miss Rice and knowing that she actually has a case, she has to be in district.
I mean, I hate to say it, but some jail time might sober her up and might be the motivating factor. You know, the threat of losing her kids might be the kick in the butt she needs to getting help and taking this serious. I know it's hard. I mean, I've literally lived it. It's not. It flies in the face of anything sensical and logical, but she's got to do the work, and she needs the motivating factors to do that because no one's going to do it for her.
Just
think about the
kids this morning. Yes.
Yeah.
I told her to come here first, and she did.
Oh, you can see the cops getting ready in the back. Oh
Yep.
boy.
I
just gave him the signal
to use its wisdom and fashion the most appropriate and lenient sentence as to any jail time as it possibly can. That would be our request on Ms. Rice's behalf.
Maybe her
Ms.
mom
Rice,
can take.
is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
Yeah, I hope.
Okay, I need you to go stand at the podium.
Here we go.
She sounds like she's faking to me, to be honest with you.
No, that sounds pretty legit to me. That the heavy breathing and the that usually comes from pretty legit. I mean, who knows?
Okay.
Could be fake.
I think she just wants to get high again.
yeah, I think it's withdrawal.
3 years ago, when Eleanor was born, at Toledo Children's Hospital, her meconium came back with methamphetamine in it.
And I
don't
had not
tell her
touched
that.
it. I never touched it.
Why would you tell her that? Oh my god.
Because
Your own worst enemy.
the doctors diagnosed it as part of her medication.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, I know
Bullshit.
this, but that's what she's saying.
Oh my god.
I hate people that say that. Like the same thing on one of my videos recently where the lady failed a drug test and people are saying like, "Oh, if you take Adderall, it can." No, it can't. No, it fucking can't.
Huh?
She did
Oh, that's
meth.
interesting to know. That's interesting to know. I've heard that a bunch of times in these things.
It's not.
You know?
It's not true. It's not true.
Okay.
If you test positive for meth, you did meth, not Adderall.
So,
And so
what?
they did a very
Adderall's not good?
extensive and intrusive test through ProMedica. Eleanor had 0 withdrawal. 0. They monitored her for 6 hours. She had 0 withdrawals. Not 1 withdrawal did she have. None. Because I wasn't using that drug. But
She is not helping her case at all. Like playing the this is all a big conspiracy. This is not the card to be playing right now. Not good.
the drugs that I take through my Dr. Noble. And Dr. Noble told me and
What
my
was her
case manager,
original
listen,
court issue?
Yeah, she failed to appear, which turns into a contempt. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Definitely a failed to appear.
their office, they caused a false positive. When Memphis was born, his meconium came back with the same exact test results, but they didn't even go through what they went through. They didn't call CPS. CPS never got called because they knew that it was verbatim the same exact as Eleanor's. My kids will lose everything, and I
Clean up on aisle 1, Carolyn. That's important too. Yeah, really.
That's terrible.
We have
That's
a lady
terrible.
melting down over here.
worked really hard to get where we're at. We will lose it all. When I went to jail this last time, I lost my daycare for my kids, which is why I had to bring them to court. I reapplied.
When she
I
said
started
the
all
last
over. I
time,
started all
Whatever.
over.
Yeah, last
That's
time.
That means there's been other times. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. Okay.
2
Did you
years.
catch that when he said that, like, oh, we've gotten to know each other quite a It's like, yeah, man, this is not her first ringer through this rodeo.
The
Probably
case
knows
is
this
like
judge.
literally like a buck. The case is literally like a buck. That the judge is
She probably knows the judge on a first name basis.
She's got her name on the back of the chair.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call it a night.
Okay, man, later. Thanks for hopping in.
Hey, welcome later.
This thing downstairs that happened.
Night.
I need to be able to fight that because it's a lie. I didn't put my hands on her. She put her hands on me and my kids.
All right, so ma'am, I don't want you to
Oh
talk
boy.
about any cases because everything you say can be used against you because this is a court record. All right.
Yeah, she is self-snitching right now. Like, why are you telling her that your kids got tested for... Oh, my God, what are you thinking?
Don't talk about
Her
events
attorney
that
should be
occurred
jumping up and
That's
down.
what we were talking about.
Shut your mouth.
Something from the past. You are
Say
not
that
thinking
here.
well.
I know that my kids will be in foster care if I go to jail. I don't have anybody to watch them. Their dad has not seen them in over 2 months.
Foster care.
I've climbed out of my trenches. I've climbed out of them by myself. I've worked by myself with them in tow, and we need each other, and they need me, and
Hey, lady, get yourself together, will you? Come on.
I'm not using that. I'm not using.
Oh, believe. The judge doesn't believe in a word.
Yeah, she's not believing for a second.
You administered a test today to her, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And did she test positive for anything?
Tested positive for the THC, amphetamines, and also methamphetamines.
Now, we know she's on Adderall, but her levels were extremely high, so that would be more than, and it would cause a positive
Correct,
test.
and to her previous test was a swab that was actually sent to the lab. I did talk to the lab. They said the only thing that would make methamphetamine turn positive is methamphetamine. You won't do a false
Yeah.
positive because of Adderall.
All right, so Miss Wright.
The kids are in
Wow,
danger.
She's
Children are in
fucking
danger.
arguing with the judge and her own lawyer. Oh my god. That's not true. What are you doing, lady?
Back now, I realized that you completed a CPS case, you had your children placed in your care, and the case was closed in October. But what I will tell you, what I've seen is you go downhill since then. I'm talking now, not you. So on April 17th of 2023, there was a motion affidavit and bench warrant because you failed to call in to pretrial services coordinator. They're imposed on a daily basis. There were no call-ins from 4/10 of 23 to today. It's date on April 17th. Let's see. I have a drug screen collected April 6th of 23 that shows a positive test for methamphetamine. So then, let's see, we'll go to the next one. On May 16th of 2023, you failed to appear for warrant on May 16th of 2023. Issued bench warrant. Let's see, this one was filed April 18th. Call in. Let's see. Appear. Bench warrant arraignment. I have a failure to appear. Bench warrant arraignment on May 16, signed by me on May 16. I have pretrial release order. You comply with CMH recommendations and medications. And we've had multiple tests that were sent in on a swab showing your levels are dangerously high. So, Ms. Rice, I'm talking. So, Ms. Rice, I have great concerns about your mental health, your physical health, and your just defiance from day one of the court's orders, and also a downhill spiral that I'm seeing in your behavior. Court's orders are in place, and while I have great sympathy for your trials and tribulations, I also feel that you have taken advantage of that to some extent, trying to manipulate the court. But based on just the overwhelming issues I've had for you, with you and your failure to comply with court orders, I think you got off very lucky today because the charges are being dismissed. But I am going to
Carolyn, you're killing me. She says her last drug test showed she had blood in her meth stream. Jesus.
sent you to jail for 93 days.
Please don't do my kids are being fired. Please
Here we go.
Please
Oh, here we go.
Anytime you've already served.
Can you please
You're all
just
set.
give me
Thank
a
you.
try? Please,
No.
Judge, please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. My kids are gonna be in foster care. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Don't.
John Bump is in the chat. Tell me why ain't nothing but a meth steak. Tell me why. What is it? Bye, 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 bye. Off to jail you go. Oh God. release the hounds. Jesus.
Don't touch me.
Pulling away from the cops now.
I need to. Can I please?
Everything must be
take my
amplified
phone
when you're on that drug too. Now, so
Yeah, she's
probably like
doing
this big scary. Just what a mess. What a mess.
Meth causes a lot of paranoia too, so this is all seeming 10 times scarier than it actually is as well.
I can't do this, please.
You're gonna get credit.
She's using her children as an enabler, right, to continue her drug habit.
Yep.
Why don't go?
You're gonna get credit.
Let me go, please.
No.
Please let me go. Okay, but I can't breathe. I can't breathe this way.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, right. I can't breathe, but she's screaming. Get the fuck
You're
out of
right.
here, lady.
You can't breathe, but you have the breath to say you can't breathe. I'm done.
I can't breathe. I need some water. I can't breathe.
Well, stop
I
it.
please.
I need some water to breathe.
You know they've got plenty of water in the jail. A
I-
nice
can I
bed
count-
you can lay down and calm down in your own personal cell. You can just pace around, and wear all the meth out. It's perfect. Oh shit.
Can I jump in with a meth related non whatever just quick thing? I don't know. Maybe I'm probably late to the party. Anyone who's a Breaking Bad fan, the actor who played Don Hector just passed away a little bit ago. Don
Oh, bummer.
Hector. Right, I know, right? Sorry. It's meth related. I just had to drop that in. Sorry to drop a bomb on you guys.
Yeah,
Ding,
I
ding.
just watched El Camino for the first time. It sucks that show's over. It was so good.
Oh yeah, no. El Camino's not the best of the three. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah,
movie
no,
that I
I just-
think of when I see his face is Ace Ventura.
Well,
When
he's
he's the
also,
lamp.
he's also from Scarface. Like he was in that as well. But now
Oh,
I
no
just
kidding.
like he was the guy that was like the assassin in the car that was supposed to like blow up the guy. And okay, spoiler alert for you all who haven't seen that movie from like 1983, but like yeah. No, it was him as well. But no, I'm a big Breaking Bad fan, and like I was just like, oh, this is a meth story, and like I just like saw it pop up, and I was like, oh shit, that's
Yeah, bummer.
Was he the main guy from? Is he the main guy from Breaking Bad? The
No.
guy who? No,
no.
just
Okay.
yeah.
If you know, you know. Don Hector.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't recall it. So.
I can't walk because I can't do it. I can't do it.
I couldn't do this every day for a job. There's no way that I could go in there and see this. It's just the misery.
Drama queen, man. Oh my god.
It's a sea of misery for people and children, and I mean, it's just what a big mess.
Well,
Yeah,
how do
it's a
you guys
big
keep
mess.
errands day in and day out? Like that has to be exhausting. Like
Yeah.
it's got to be a good workout. Like just I don't know.
You're just crying and screaming that hard, just burning a certain amount of calories.
That'll be like the new diet trend, like the Karen workout.
Yeah, just go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do 1,000 reps of ask for the manager, and then we'll do 50 reps of resisting arrest. And
Exactly. Yeah, and you just scream and scream. It's great for the abs. It's great for the lungs and all the cardio. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
tightens your core for sure.
You can do the soft sit workout too. You build a box for it. Take it down, build the box, take it down.
Yeah, challenge that jurisdiction.
I can't do it. I can't breathe.
I feel bad for those poor kids having to watch.
Yeah. Absolutely. Think about my childhood, how good I had it.
But I've heard that for 4 years.
You can hear her screaming down the hall. They're like just having a polite conversation. You can hear her. God.
So you going to the golf outing this weekend? You go. Good one.
Oh, all right, guys. My gummies are starting to kick in, so I think I'm gonna call. Call it for tonight. This has been fun, though. Thanks, guys, for hopping everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. Thanks a lot for inviting me, Beefy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll probably we'll do another one Friday. So anybody who came tonight or is here now, you're certainly welcome to come back, and we'll watch more court stuff. It'll be fun.
I enjoyed
Anybody
it.
gonna do anything
Very
fun with the
cool.
rest of their Friday night before we go?
Not tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to a hot sauce festival. So
Nice. Oh, that sounds
Gonna-
fire.
Burn it up. Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Get some
Sounds good.
tacos. Is it wings or what?
No,
What are they?
no, it's literally a hot sauce festival. Like they're just showing off hot sauces. It's just gonna be pure fire.
Yeah, literally.
Ah.
Sounds lit. All right, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks again for hopping in.
Thanks
Have a
lot.
nice weekend. Bye.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
See you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.